Good afternoon. I'm happy to have this opportunity to provide this community update. Before I begin, I would like to thank everyone for the warm welcome I've received in my first year as the Director General. The Colegio Americano community is truly special, and I'm honored to be a part of it. Today, I would like to provide an update on our return to campus, share some important data regarding our biosecurity measures, and communicate our plan for a safe return after the upcoming holiday break. We are confident that even in the face of the potential concerning new variants, that we have the best measures possible to keep our community safe. As outlined in our PISE registered with the Ministry of Public Education, we have continued a progressive return towards normal operations. As of November 8th, all students in groups 1 and 2 in primary and secondary have returned to in-person learning. Starting in semester 2, we'll be extending the school day. In the coming days, you will receive the details from each division. Extracurricular activities began on November 22nd with grades 9 through 12 and will be expanded starting Monday, December 7th to include students in grades 7 and 8. We're excited to provide an opportunity for students to pursue their passions outside of the classroom. We will continue to limit in-person community events for the foreseeable future as an important biosecurity measure. And finally, I want to share that the virtual learning will end on January 21st. Thankfully, we already have 99% of our students studying in person. Virtual learning will only continue for those in preventative isolation and in the case, the school-wide decision to temporarily transition to virtual learning. Next, I would like to share some important data and information regarding our biosecurity measures as community health and safety is our #1 priority. I'd like to congratulate the community on achieving an excellent vaccination rate. Staff have achieved above a 99% vaccination rate, secondary is above 97%, primary is at 88%, kindergarten is at 69%, and pre-K is even at 33%. This vaccination rate helps us as a school community move towards our goal of herd immunity. It is also important to share that the school continues to randomly test employees and provides on-site rapid testing for students or staff presenting symptoms on campus. Another important measure that the school has undertaken is CO2 air monitoring. Research tells us that the amount of CO2 in the air predicts the amount of virus particulates that would circulate. Thus, ensuring low CO2 levels means that any contaminated air is quickly replenished by fresh air, avoiding potential contagion. As you can see from the data below, the measurements of CO2 in our classrooms is one more reason to trust in the safety of your children while on campus. The Center for Disease Control in the United States recommends that schools maintain CO2 levels below 800 parts per million. Our partner, Emisado Salud, recommends that we maintain CO2 levels below 700 parts per million. As a school, we've maintained a target of keeping our classrooms below 600 parts per million. Thankfully, up until now, our average has been below 500. For reference, outside air is measured typically around 400 parts per million. These biosecurity measures have helped the school maintain an extremely low rate of infection within the school community. However, despite these measures, the school is unable to control the environment our students and staff experience outside of campus. As you can see from the following graph, while the case numbers are low, we've experienced an increase in cases after each school break. The longer the break, the higher the number of cases. With all of this in mind, I would like to share our plans for how to bring the community back together safely after the upcoming school holiday. Working with our health consultant, Emisado Salud, we have formulated the following plan. All students, teachers, and staff are expected to be in Quito physically for 7 days prior to entering school. This recommendation has been made to allow for any potential cases to be identified prior to returning to in-person activities. To allow for this 7-day travel quarantine period, the first week of school returning from holiday will be virtual for all students. Please note virtual learning will not be available after January 7th. Those that need to stay home past January 7th due to the late return will be responsible for making up missed work. We also ask that all students and staff members present a negative PCR or antigen test taken within 72 hours of returning to in-person learning on January 10th. We recognize that these measures may cause some inconvenience. However, we are confident that they will help safeguard the health and safety of our community and allow us to continue in-person learning. I would like to thank you all in advance for your support and your cooperation in our efforts to bring everyone back to campus together safely. Thank you.